Test 1, 2, 3. So, jetzt sollte man mich wieder hören. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Okay, ja. Think my OBS crashed here. Okay. Thanks for telling me that my microphone is not recording at all. I think it crashed at some point. OBS was not responding when I was clicking on it. So I think OBS crashed at some point. So where was I? So I actually need to get going now because it's already 0:30 and I want to get going for today. Still have some things on my to-do list. I have edited a script. I think the attack radius of the new attack is a little bit too small. So let's double it. Because it was a little bit too hard to hit enemies. Even though the damage was nice. Damage was really nice. I had a really nice feeling for that. I'm also going to look at the data. Pretty excited if maybe I was muted the whole time. Okay, now the attack radius seems to be okay. We are not pushed back into the other direction though. So we have our now nice little effect here. And the only thing that I was missing is the serial here. Actually not emitting enough light. So let's set up this to 7.5. Save it. Hit the whole scene for one time. Because if Unity crashes now, every data is lost. And then hit play. Okay, that looked nice. Yeah, okay, this can fly. Okay. Now, let's not get distracted too much. The script. Is there something missing? I don't think so. So this can be removed. Add hit effects. Though. And there's a lot of hit effects that we have to deploy. That's not nice. Might take a long time. Oh. Normal hit, empowered V1, empowered V2. So if we hit an enemy, what would it look like? he's going to be hit by an explosion. Would we even display a hit effect? Or would it maybe just be some sparks? Or a small fire that pops? Might be an idea. Yeah, might want to. But on the other side, if he's going to splatter, we already have it. Have an effect. Hmm. So the first thing that I was thinking is you could add a flame on every hit enemy. I think it's better to just add some sparks at hit enemies. The flame would actually be placed over the hit enemy and maybe confuse the player, so the player could not see that the enemy is dead now or is not dead. We want to have the player to have some clarity about what's happening. The big flame would be too much. So let's just hit a small spark effect. So how we are going to do this? We already have a spark effect inside of our attack function, refab. We're going to find it now. Okay, now we have some embers inside of this. And this is going to be our next, our new hit effect. So we have a folder for that, hidden death effects. And first let's set up this effect. So it's going to be placed over the enemy. This is way too much. This is way too much. We don't want to play that much of an animation there. I think this here is maybe a good start. Let's not use collision though. Because if it's a hit effect, we might hit multiple enemies, and we don't want to go over the top. Also, I think the emission speed is too much. So let's see if there's a start speed. No. So if there's no start speed, the speed is going to be set somewhere else. Velocity over lifetime. Yeah, this is it. There's a radial here that is going to apply a random force between these curves, between these two curves, to each spark. And I think if we just change the speed modifier, we can change the emission speed overall. So let's do that. Let's halve it. Yeah, we already have done it. So let's make this really small. Oh, I see a problem. We're not going to emit our particles from the middle part. We're going to emit them from a donut shape. So what's a donut shape? Well, I think how could you explain this? It's not going to be spawned in the middle of this sky. It's going to be placed outside of this radius, at the edge. So let's see how they do this. Ah, okay. They set the thickness to 0. So let's make the spawn smaller. Yeah. This looks like a nice default hit effect for this kind of animation. I think it should have less lifetime though. So let's put the lifetime from 0.5 to 1. Still too long. Okay, now it's actually a nice lifetime. Let's add more speed. Okay. And let's find some middle ground between all of that. Yeah, I think this is good. This is fine. This is going to be only this. This is going to be our normal hit effect. So set this to explosion. Hit effect. And let's specify this. This is a normal hit effect. We'll later add sound effect for the hit. Or will we? No, we will not add. Because if we hit multiple enemies, there will be multiple sounds be played at the same times. At the same time. But on the other side, if we play the animation, we might not hear that we hit something. We might want to give the user the information with the sound effect. But I think it just feels too unnatural to give this a hit effect. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. I don't think it would be appropriate to have. So next, let's add another hit effect. So which kind of hit effects do we need? Normal hit, empowered, and then 2 versions of it. Okay. Modify hit effect 1 and 11. Interesting. Look at the other prefabs. So I want to can we display them in a list, for example? Here can change the view, but this view is pretty useless. Because what I actually want to see is their full names, and it's a little bit annoying to click everything just to see the name. So where can I edit the UI here? I once knew this. But I've forgotten. Just open this in this project layer. Oh, we can see the actual names. So first let's see this hit effect. Okay. Then we have the empowered hit effect. It's just way longer. Okay. So the empowered hit effect for variation of this is going to be the same, just way longer. And maybe more violent. So let's get the speed modifier to 1 and put this to 0.5 to 1. Okay, now we name this empowered hit effect. Break it into the prefabs. Say I want to make this a variant. And we're done. So now the next effect is going to be the 7-1 explosion. What is this? This is an explosion effect. This is going to be displayed. Yeah, we are not going to play this on the enemy though. Then we have this explosion. So this explosion should tell the player that he has empowered his attack, and they are going to be played on top of their attack to really emphasize that they hit something with their empowered effect. So we only need the empowered variant, normal empowered variant. We're done. Could add even more embers to the empowered variant though. Maybe give them less speed again. Okay. So add this to the prefab. Only the empowered one. And we're done here. Now we want to take our blood magic prefab and add the empowered effect, the normal hit effect. So here's our normal hit effect. And now we want to add the empowered hit effect. Okay, that's nice. So now let's look into the other two effects. How they are actually displayed. So in this case, we don't want to actually spawn the empowered hit effects on top of the hit enemies. We want to spawn these on top of our explosion effect. But we don't but we don't have enough information. So what we are going to do is need to add a boolean. Going to tell us if we are going to play the empowered. Play empowered skills? Yeah. Or hide skip empowered skills 11 and 7 and 11. Okay. So we have a problem now. Now every line in our code which was using this def functions is wet now because we have added a new parameter. So we are going to just copy and paste this function. So we are going to copy paste everything inside of this function. Then make a new private function. On hit effects. This is going to take these two booleans. Now we are going to delete this whole code, just trigger this function. And this doesn't seem to make any sense at all first, at this point. Or we would just trigger this function, then we could just call it. But we do a trick now. We're going to overload the function. And if we don't give this a boolean, assume just that the boolean is false. Okay, now the old functions still work and the new function will also work. Now we don't want to use these two in our new function. So only do this. This is false. We don't want to skip with the functions that we have defined before. And let's actually use the correct name for this. Port skills 7. Okay. Okay, this should now work if we put into this hit function, the def function, a 2. And we're done. And then we also want to do something else. Oh dear. We want to play only play the first half of these on top of our explosion effect. Okay, so let's do this. And this will be set to false. And this will work. But let's see if what happens if we have all the empowerments. So this empowerment is going to be played. This empowerment is going to be played. Okay, this is fine. So, and then he's going to skip these. What if we don't have this empowerment? I think this is the flame effect. Or what if we don't have any of these effects? Very bad. Because then we are always going to play these. If we don't want to, we don't want this. We don't want this. So we need a new boolean at this point. It's also going to tell us when we want to skip this part. Another choice here. No normal hit function. No normal hit effect. So we are going to create a new boolean for this. And normally this will be set to false. But for our specific script, we need to use this boolean and give it to the function. Now we have full control about what part of the code we want to use and what not. So let's do this. Get it to booleans there. We can go. Good. Now let's try out our function here. Okay. If we don't hit objects, need to add this.
Lane.
Okay.
Hey, Lane.
Let's try out to empower one more time. Now we have empowered our skill.
Lane.
Let's see if the if it's going to play at the middle of the animation now. Yeah, it was barely noticeable, which is the problem. Okay. Oh, why did we not see this effect? I think it was hidden under the explosion effect. look into the layer and actually want to make sure that the smoke is played above the normal hit effect. Okay, that's it. Also for these flames, we want to make sure that they are normally played above other hit effects, so they are going up in their layer. Okay. We don't need to test it out though. I think this will automatically work. Can focus now on our animation. So we have a simple animation we need for this effect to play out. This is going to be on the character. Create a new clip. And let's name this Blood Magic Explosion. Yeah. Exactly how we wanted to call it. And add this to the Blood Magic layer. Make a transition. So we are just setting up the animation now. We can play it later. The new parameter. Going to be a Boolean. Okay. And then just straight up copy all conditions that are set up in these transitions here. So if we die, we want to immediately stop our animation. And we also want, if we stop our animation. Makes sense. So if the animation has ended, this boolean is going to be set to false. We can get out of our animation. So let's see if this, let's take a look into the project, the animation, and disable its loop. We don't want this to be looping. Put it into the right folder because it wasn't. And now we can start animating. So what would be a good idea to start is, as always, we're going to copy. Okay, Unity is lagging right now, which is not a good sign. Might crash. So don't know what's actually going on. Oh, we haven't picked the character. So now let's just save because we don't know when it will crash. So let's look at the character. You see this animation? Yes. Good. Now let's just use another animation as a template for this. This is going to be Blood Magic Short, which was the animation which is what was before. And let's see how this did play out. It's just a push forward. Okay, this is not a good idea. Also, his back is our back here is awkwardly bent forward. This is not good. Don't we see the bones though? Don't we see the bones? Oh, we see the bones. Okay. I don't understand why his whole body is bent forward. I think this is maybe because our prefab is messed up here. So let's maybe revert all overrides, because I have the feeling like that we animated this side of him before. And maybe we did some overrides we are not supposed to do. Let's revert these. Not in preview mode though. Okay. Let's try that again. Side animation, all the transforms. We want to change them. Revert them. And now let's play. Yeah, now our back is not awkwardly bent forward. And this animation does not make any sense for our situation. Not making any sense. So, what are we going to do? Is we take his solvers and push them forward. I think they are here somewhere. Yeah. This is left hand. And now let's decide which hand is going to be placed forward. One hand is going to be placed forward and the other is not. And use this hand, which is hidden mostly behind his body. So this is not maybe a good idea. And this is also his left arm if you look at him. Oh, it doesn't matter because if we flip the character, if we flip the character, this will be his right arm. So this doesn't matter because we're working in 2D. So let's only think about he's going to put this back because this arm is not really visible. Okay. And the other arm is going to extend forward as far as possible. This one. Now we want to have additional reach for that. Now we actually want to bend forward. And we want to look the enemy into the eye. This is going to point forward. But his neck is now to look upwards. Oh, let's put this into the right position. Extend it as far as we can. Okay. And let's play the animation. And now I see that I've just done nothing because it did not play record, which means we are going to have to do everything again. So what did not work very well was so let's repeat what worked very well. So the position for his spine and everything seemed to be okay. I think though that it might be better if his other arm is extending, because I'm not sure why. Position, don't want to edit it. Let's revert this. This is bone 16 as a position. We don't want to change the bone position. Okay, let's play the animation. Okay, the first part, he's going to kick back his arms, and they are going to be extended forward, which is not good. So we have to re-record his bones. So let's again override his bone positions for the side animation. Because we messed them up again by not playing, but not by not hitting record. Which is something I really don't like in Unity. When you do the animations and you forget to play record, that you always mess up all the bone structure. Everything that you placed is lost as information, and you messed up your character. So yeah, that's not done well. It's something that regularly happens to me. Okay. Maybe edit the starting point a bit. Oh no. This is. Okay, let's test this. Oh. Oof. Oh. Also not playing every time. I think I messed up the transition. So let's first fix the transition. I think it's because I did not set this to 0. Yeah. Did not set the transition time to 0, which is messing up a lot. And then in the next thing that I have to edit is I have to edit the animation so that the endpoint of this arm extension, this here, matching the spawn point. The spawn point is going to be somewhere around here. He's extending his arm way too high. So let's take this point. Okay, this is not this maybe? Looks a little bit over the top. And I've forgotten to record again. Looks a little bit too much like he's saying hello. Let's switch his arm. Let's put the other arm forward, because it's not working with this arm correctly. Let's use his right hand. It's his left hand. Oh, right hand. Yeah. Okay. Send this. Deep spawn position. Okay. I think it might be even better if we extend it even more forward. Okay, this is a nice idea. Okay, let's try this out. I think we are maybe at a close point with the animation. So for some reason, the animation is not playing. Hmm. Hmm. It's not so messed up. I don't see why. Let's just try again and maybe look at the animator, what what the animator is doing. It seems like the animation is slightly delayed. Okay. Aside from that, it looks okay. I don't know why it didn't display the animation before, but it seems to work now. Maybe because I disabled the exit time. Should actually not do anything. So let's look at how long the animation should be. It should be 0.25 seconds. So I don't really know why it's playing so slow. Could just be that because of the first update is going to play when the editor right now, if the before the update is displayed, that there are already 5 frames passed. This is why it was only reaching this point. So this might be an explanation. Because in the editor you don't have a high frame rate actually. Okay, so the only thing that I noticed that we miss is we can't destroy the crate. Aside from that, we only miss our sound effects. And we might don't do that today. Let's see what's still missing here. Hit effect, animation, sound. These two won't have a sound. Explosion sound, normal hit, empowered. Normal hit also will not have a sound because we already have a big explosion. So we need 3 sounds. Charging sound, explosion sound, and the empowered sound. Yeah. Okay. And aside from that, we want to be able to destroy this crate that we just saw there. And I'm, as always, just stealing functions now. Here's a projectile which is able to destroy objects. I'm going to just copy this code here and put it inside. And inside of the call function, put an else into this. And instead of other, we're just going to use call here for the collider. This will be our attack damage. We're going to apply our attack damage. Okay, and we're done. Now let's see if we can destroy the Quake with our explosion. No, we can't. It's not detecting that it's wait. So let's look into this function. Not sure. Not working. That's a crate. Yeah. So it was looking for the like there. Maybe have a similar function inside of this. Yes, we do. So whatever. Let's just copy this, and it will work. 100%. Okay, and this it doesn't work. Now that is interesting. Yeah, of course, it's not detecting objects if we are not scanning for the layer which objects are on, which is, I think it is 11. It's 14. 14. Okay. Now, we should be able to damage objects now. Okay, let's see. No. What am I doing wrong? I think this might be maybe 2 of this? No. No. Need to combine to layer mask. So let's see. Let's Google how it is written. Unity used to layer mask. And it actually should be just like I working just how I did it in the code. Just like this. I think this is it. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. This is it. Should think it was because in the blood magic functions there was a check if this did not hit already. Hmm. Oh. Okay. Squid is set up to be an object, and its layer is layer 14. Oops, okay. That will never work, because I scanned for the wrong component on the object. But I still have the feeling like if this is going to work now. I didn't do anything special now. Only I removed the blood magic functions. Heck, this has already hit something. Okay, let's go, go, go. Okay, now it works. Okay. Okay. Now we have this nice new effect right here. It's going to explode enemies. So, is there something else that we could use? Yeah. Yeah, there's always something you can improve. And I just want to take a short look at it. This is going to be the explosion, the shockwave. Let's look at what kind of material it uses. This one. Okay. Now I want to make a new material or convert this. I want to convert this. And I want to add a distortion. This might go wrong. So let's start with the conversion. Particle unlit, that's good. See how it looks. And it bugged. Play this again. Okay. So with this distortion right here, we have a strength. Let's now test out what this does in the game. Explosion. The hit effect, though. Oh, I want to destroy all work. Oui. the blood magic explosion. So this looks a little bit different now. Because I changed the vendor for the particle effect of the distortion. So let's take a look at the shockwave. I think it's this, not this one. Let's look at the material of the shockwave. Explosion distortion. Okay, let's find that. Yeah. Okay, there was something I could just click to fix something. Okay. I don't know what I actually fixed now. And now let's look what this distortion actually does. Oh, do anything? Don't see there's any change. Now I see a change. Hmm. Okay, let's display the effect again. Let's loop this. Okay, now set the strength just to a ridiculous high number. Don't think that this does anything. It might be that distortions just don't work in 2D. This would be my best guess right now, but I don't have any clue right now. I think it's only working in 3D maybe, but I'm just guessing to be honest. So let's set this back to 13. I think 13 was the initial value. It's one last thing. Maybe if we change not this one, we change the Z value of the shockwave. No, also not doing anything. So I don't have any clue what how the distortion is working there. Might have to look this up. Let's just Google this. Distortion Unity 2D. Now we don't want to look up this in shader graph. Shader graphs are special graphs we can set up for our shaders. We want to look up materials. Oh, let's look into materials. And we this doesn't want to useful. Okay, this is a lot of explanation. And I just don't know. This is the information that I want. It's a distortion. Yes. Okay. Let's look if this says something about 2D. It says a lot about 2D textures, because textures are truly 2D, yes, but it doesn't say something about games that are 2D. So I'm just going to assume that I can't make it work right now. No. This is not going to help me now. Only if I could maybe read it all out and figure out how to use it. Might work. This is something that I don't have the time right now. So let's just try to read something more that is maybe helping us a little bit faster. So just Googling until you find something. This is a typical programmer stuff. Just Google it. Okay, this has something to do with the depth of the texture. The texture has to have a depth information. Distort things. Yes, it makes sense. And he just straight up tells him to use data graph. So I'm going to read this now. Okay, they also can't figure it out. So the last thing that we are going to test, we are going to set new other values for the depth. By new values here. And set this to a ridiculous far away. Now we have actually something that changes. Interesting. Now this is too far. Let's change near. Wait until something. Okay. Yeah. What happens if we now change our strength? No, nothing. Blend. Still don't see any distortion here at the edges. Now normally what we would expect of a distortion effect, that maybe the middle part of this is going to be stretched bigger and the edges are actually smaller. We don't have this. This is, I think it's a little bit sad. I would really like to have this. Oh, camera fading. What is this? This just seems to interact with the opacity of the layer. This is not what we want. So let's set this to this value, just by other blending mode. This looks nice, but it's not a distortion. Oh, okay. Oh, of course, blending modes are not going to work. Even though I like this blending mode much more. Let's see if this better effect with this. No, the problem is that now the color is not fading out. Oh, can't use multiply, which is a little bit unfortunate because multiply works better with when we set it to additive. The color mode doesn't seem to make a difference. Doesn't make a difference. So I'm going to set this to multiply. Very unfortunate for us. Very unfortunate. Look at maybe another particle. This is to unlit. No, this is not what we want. Hmm. Okay, I want to give it one last try with multiply. Okay. I'm very disappointed that we can't make this multiply. Because now it's not blending out. Or it's not taking our values that we have set up in this color graph which makes this mode pretty useless for us. But otherwise, this effect in this mode just looks so superior. Because now it's not just white. But when I set this to additive, also doesn't work. And yeah, opaque is never going to work. Yeah, no, opaque does not have transparency. So forget it. It's never going to work. What if we can use the blending mode alpha? Our color mode will not be applied. Great. So this great blending mode of multiply, really nice, but it just doesn't work. Why does this work? So now it should actually not display anything. Okay, let's put this to native again. This just doesn't work. And use alpha again. Pause this frame. And let's just see what happens if we intensify the emission. Then we will have actually some kind of color in this. And I guess that the base map, whatever we set up here, is not changing anything yet. Doesn't do anything, whatever we do here. This is ignored. I think this is only taken. It's not even taken if we don't have any emission. So the only information that we have here is the emission. Now let's try this out. I think we can go over the top. Let's set this to 0.5. Again. Okay. Now we could try to change color a little bit. And I think, yeah, I think this is as much as we can do for now, because we haven't figured out how the distortion is supposed to work. So my best guess is that it actually should work with the the near far effect here, we just can't figure it out. Because this is not distorting at all. Don't see any distortion here. The only distortion I see seems to be on the sprite itself, not on the not on the area outside of it. Well, look again. Effect. This is too strong. And down a little bit again. R to 2. Is still not doing anything. However, this is 205. Okay, let's check the animation again. So let's stop for now. Okay, now we have 1 AM 50, and I think this is a good time to go to bed. We have done today particle effect, a new attack. We have applied the attack to the character. We have made the script on the character that he is going to spawn the effect, and we have made all the functions in the effect so the damage is correctly applied to enemies and objects that are going to be in touch with this explosion effect. Also, we took care of all the additional hit effects and damage boosts that we can get out of other skills. So I don't think we have much to do now with this explosion. We will have to balance test it later. What we are going to do next tomorrow is we are going to record the sounds. And tomorrow we are also going to record all of the voice acting. It is going to be placed in our new character, in our new dialogue that we have set up for level 1. So still a lot of exciting tasks to do. Aside from this, when we recorded the dialogue and made the sounds, we can finish these tasks. They are complete then. And I'm quite happy about that because the rest of these tasks here are actually not that hard. So I think this one will be a little bit hard. We're going to adjust some other skill effects. Those are some skills that I don't like at the moment. Then we are going to redraw the blood border. This border is going to be displayed whenever we are hit. And this is going to be from our UI. We are going to try to apply heartbeat to the heart that is you can see the top left corner here. And let's just experiment a little bit with chain diagram. This can possibly be a very long task, but it might be done in 5 minutes. Probably, I guess it will be 2 hours. So, yeah, then I want to change the expression of the main character. Right now he has a kind of neutral look, but mostly positive. I would say. And the new log would be more like neutral to negative, because we are going to be more into going more into the drama direction with the whole game. I tried out to be neutral positive, and I just don't think that it's a tone that is working with the game. And after that, why more bloom effects? So HDR. I have discovered HDR maybe half a year ago, how it's handled and what you can do actually with it. It's a very powerful system, but I haven't applied it to torches yet. So we will have to look into that. And we're also going to look if we can use HDR on attacks in the background a little bit. Maybe also apply some bloom for the background. Big question mark here. Also not a big task. Just it's no scripting, no setting up animations or something. This is just testing things out and big task. And we will have to record new skill videos. So this is actually a big task. It's not a different task. It's just we will have to play the game and to record what each skill does, and this will be played as information when the character actually achieves the skills. So you can actually pick skills, and these videos help you to pick the right skills and to understand what each skill actually does and how much damage they do. Just the difficulty setting. This is also rather easy. They're easy. This is rather easy. There's some enemies that and attacks that don't adjust their attack damage according to the difficulty setting. But this is really just a reference to the global variables. And then we have to patch. And before that, we will have to test. And I actually don't know how long this takes. I have made a 10 here because I don't know how long this takes. But yeah, this is a big question mark how long testing will take. Because I haven't made any long tests since a long time. So I expect something not to work. Some animation to be clumsy, or some reference to be set to null. I don't know how long this will take. But this will be a fun part. And this can actually be achieved in a week or so. So I guess this may be on next Monday, hopefully. And I really hope that tomorrow and on Friday we will get really fast through this. Well, that's my hope. But development is mostly slower than your hopes, so I guess let's not have too high hopes. Really also depends on me just getting to stream immediately and work on this project for 8 hours straight. So if I don't put in more hours, this won't I won't make it. So depends a lot on that one. So on Saturday I'm going to a tournament, so I won't be streaming on Saturday, I guess. Maybe in the late night. But then on Friday and Sunday I will probably work all day on the game. So this will be interesting. Tomorrow I will have to work a little bit. So I guess I will go online at 16 o'clock. So 4 p.m. Yeah. See you back then. Good night and have a beautiful rest day or whatever you're doing. Good night.